Today on Drawbli, I am drawing
this really cool character. Who is that?
Click that subscribe button if you are new around here.
And comment below with who this character is, because I don't know.
This is, I believe it's Min Min from a game called ARMS on the Nintendo Switch, where you grab the Joy-Cons and you like box with them. Really fun game, actually. I think hugely underrated game. Really cool character designs. I really love a lot of the character designs from this game. This one is top tier though. Min Min, she has like these ramen noodle arms, and well, I guess they all have ramen noodle arms. They're all a little different, but she's kind of got this like ramen bowl hat going
Oh, she
on.
does.
Yeah, she's just like, themed after food a little bit.
That is so cool, with the fish scales on the other arm.
Well, that's a dragon arm. I did not draw the weapons on the end of the arms because they're a little more complex, and I wanted to mainly do a portrait, focus in on the face. I did a little bit of the body though, as you can see as well. But yeah, just kind of testing out me skills.
Yeah,
up to this stage. That's what I've been doing a lot lately, is not really trying to focus on anything in particular, but more so just kind of working on what I've learned up to this point.
I like that. Yeah, that actually was going to be my next question, is did you have a particular focus? But at some point it's about bringing it all home and seeing what you can execute with all these skills we've been developing over this past almost a year now.
Almost
a year.
We're still a little ways out. We're gonna have to do a big celebration for the 1-year anniversary.
Oh yeah, what should we do to celebrate?
Well, we're definitely going to do a look back, because that's going to be really funny.
Yes, oh my gosh.
Just to see all the old stuff. Maybe we'll do like a live stream or something to celebrate and try to get a bunch of people
re-emulate drawing while we talk again.
Well, or, maybe just hang out for
with like
while.
something playing, like a stream of something already recorded in the background.
I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Okay, we're live brainstorming.
If anybody has any ideas, let us know down below. But yeah, just kind of getting in here with some lines as we do early on. And then soon enough here, starting to put in some color. I kind of every once in a while start off. I've been trying to practice with the light lines in the beginning, but when I do a bad job of that, I just fade that layer down really light for the opacity, and then go back in with another layer and start doing some additional lines. I did not sample any colors for this artwork at all.
That's awesome. I have finally been trying to not sample as well. I didn't really care whether I did or not for a long time, but right now I'm kind of in a phase where I'm like, well, why not? Why not try to pick out my own colors? It's really fun. Plus, especially when I've been trying to stay as desaturated as I have been, that helps a lot.
Yeah, if you guys have not seen Abby's last artwork with the... What was she? Like I don't know, like a military... she had a Swedish flag on her arm, right?
It was either... Yeah, I think it was a Swedish flag.
Yeah,
and a soldier carrying this big old machine gun.
Very cool piece. She actually... So cool, she painted it twice.
Oh yeah, because I lost all the footage the first time.
Yeah. But here I am, doing kind of the same technique. But as you can see, I start off... you said... or you did with the marker sketch in the last one, you didn't do like an initial sketch at all. You just went in there with the syrup brush or pen, whatever pen brush you were using.
Right.
Here, I think I pretty much always start with a sketch first, because I want to get some kind of general proportion down. And then I go in with blocking my colors, and then I get really messy with my markers.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
Just to have a little more control.
I think for something where like proportions mattered a lot more, I would do the same thing. For my last one, it was just a big lumpy coat mostly, so I didn't care too much. But
for your first rendition of that, did you do a pencil sketch though?
I did some very basic landmarks of hand, head.
Okay.
And that was about it. That was genuinely it.
Okay.
And that worked pretty well. But yeah, for most everything else, I do like to do a bit of sketching. At least a little bit.
Yeah.
Although I did do another piece recently that didn't have any sketching.
Oh my gosh, Abby, you are just being
I'm just a free spirit now.
So freeform with your art.
Yeah.
I try to be fairly freeform anymore, but I still kind of stick to this general idea of like, now I'm going to do shadows. Now I'm going to do like darker areas. Or now I'm going to do highlights or brighter areas. There's like a general process that I have, but I'm still working on like cleaning it up. I don't like stick to it super concretely or anything.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know if I have a specific process. I have foibles that I run into over and over again. Like, oh my gosh, here I am stuck in this rendering loophole or eternal rendering whirlpool, like where I re-render and re-render and re-render the same tiny spot to making very little progress.
And why do you do that?
I don't know. It's a thing I'm doing that...
Like, you think you can do better, but you can't?
Basically, the noodling, as we call it.
Yeah, noodling's a little different than trying to do the same area again and again. Like, if you're intentionally trying to do it. Noodling is, like, very unintentional. You're just kind of mindlessly doing nothing.
I gotcha.
I wouldn't spend too much time trying to redo stuff over and over again, because if you're not gonna... Like, I am of the mindset, if we don't get it on the first try, just move on. Like, you're gonna do better in the future. There's no reason to sit here. Like, if your goal is to retry in an effort to make something better that you enjoy looking at, there is a very strong chance that you are not going to succeed. And you just move on and, you know, come back to it later.
Especially if you're doing that on the rendering pass, because chances are if your render isn't looking good no matter what you do, maybe it's because your base form is lacking.
Basic.
Yeah, or maybe because you're super basic.
Yeah, like these shapes that I put on the hat, I messed those up.
They're
at
cool,
least
though.
twice.
I love your thinking
and then I
how
had to
you
go
do
back
this, though.
in. Yeah, you got to repurpose.
You're using the tools available to you, and I love to see that.
Yeah, digital artist, baby.
Look at your nice little work on that zipper pull. That was very nice.
Yeah, same thing for this symbol on her chest. I don't know what kanji this is. I think I recognized branch in here. Abby and I are studying Japanese, or we have... I've been studying Japanese for a long time. We've recently, over the past year, gotten really hardcore back into it. But it looks like that one on the left there is branch. I don't know what the little swirly on the right is when you combine those two. That might not even be branch with the piece on top. It's also kind of stylized, so hard to tell. I don't recognize it.
Maybe it means ramen.
It might mean ramen. It might be... I think Min, like, I think her name is like a type of noodle or something. I really don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Not super familiar. You have not played the game ARMS, though, have you?
No.
It's really fun. It's like Nintendo's idea of a boxing game that's not Punch-Out. So your characters have these spring arms, and they stretch out really far, so you can be like 30 feet away from the other character, and boing, you like punch out your arm, and it shoots really far. And then you have to block the opponent's punch, or you have to neutralize their punch. And there's like this kind of rock, paper, scissors-esque meta to the game where...
Oh, really?
It's like, left punch, right punch, both arms at the same time, special move. Like there's these... It's like a mind games type of game. And it's really fun. I don't have it, but I've played it on a friend's Switch and enjoyed it quite a lot.
Yeah. Well, I really like it. I like what you've done here. What I want to say about what you're doing that I really like
Tell me what you really like about what I'm doing.
I like where you walk the line between finally rendering things, like getting it really like blended out, but also keeping it hard edges, like her eyes specifically, like it's still like marker sketched in, but you've also been pretty careful in your color placement, it looks like, and the effect is really nice. I really like it. It's very fun to look at. It keeps like a sketchy energy, but it also has a lot of finished, refining appeal.
I've done it. I've found the secret that everybody wants, finding the cool, sketchy energy while also being refined.
You've got a lot of sketchy energy here.
Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah, sketchy energy is good. That's what we're looking for. I mean, that's what a lot of people are looking for.
Now I'm looking at her, or when it's visible, I'm looking at her rib cage because I recently binged all of the Proco videos on drawing the rib cage. And when I say binged all of them, I mean like 2. There's 2 of them that were available, but I watched them both like 3 times.
Very nice. Ribs is eggs.
Yeah, ribs is eggs and ribs is planes. And
there are planes, yeah. All shapes is planes.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch and to try to emulate. I did a lot of sketching. At my new job, I have a little bit more time to sketch. Downtime
between seeing different patients.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in corporate America now, where there's like the feigned, what everybody talks about. We were talking about this earlier, where you spend a lot of energy pretending to be busy.
Well, there is my final.
This is so good. This is so good. The colors, I
didn't sample a single color.
That's amazing.
And maybe it's obvious.
This is no, it's not. This is so good.
That is very kind of you. It's very messy. Could be a lot better, but I appreciate your compliments either way.
I always appreciate your compliments too.
And if you want to see us or hear us compliment each other more in the future, and maybe you want to receive a compliment, click that subscribe button.
And comment below with other ideas of what we can do to improve our art.
And this is the part where we say
goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Here's a compliment for you. You look really nice today.
Wow. Here's a compliment for you.
What is it? Don't you dare. Don't you dare.